use
Yeah,
the
exactly.
Okay, let's start. So in the last chapter, we were looking at entropy and information, two of the most important but most difficult to understand concepts in the domain of complexity and evolution. I'll first give a little bit more explanation about information, and then we will start to apply this concept to understand evolution, that to say, to understand how do entropy and information change in the course of evolution. So in terms of information is most well known as a measure of the amount of information you transmit. So, for example, if you transmit a file, which in the simplest case is a text consisting of characters, in the simplest case, a text consists of so-called ASCII characters, where each ASCII character corresponds to 1 byte, which is the equivalent of 8 bits. So if you count the number of characters in your text, multiply by 8, you in principle have the number of bits. Now, that is the number of bits in case that every character would correspond to exactly 8 bits. But in a sense, text consists of less information than that. That is because text is what is called redundant. Redundancy means that the text gives you more characters than you strictly need. So typically, if you have a text in which there are a number of errors, like spelling errors, you will typically be still able to understand the text. And that is applicable for most forms in which you represent some information, whether it is a text, or it is a sound, or it is a picture. What you transmit has redundancy. That means parts of the message are kind of predictable. If I start writing something like, you probably think it may be welcome, want, you will not think that it will be IWX. In English, the combination W followed by X is extremely rare. Most of the time, you expect that after this W, there will be an E or an A or possibly an O. So texts are redundant. And that means that in principle, you can make your text less redundant. That means you can recode the information with a different type of system of characters so that you need less bits to transmit the text.